Raise your hand if you've had to cancel a trip so far in 2020. Me too. 5 and counting. We're all spending more time in our homes these days. So today I'm sharing my best tips for cultivating a traveler's mindset, even when you're stuck at home and can't travel. My name is Annabelle Needles and I'm a habitual wonder seeker and also the video editor behind Evergreen Productions. I'm here to help fellow wonder seekers get off their phones and into their lives. One of the guiding philosophies of my life has been the everyday adventure. This started out as a blog series when I first moved to Colorado in 2008. It was a new city, a new place, and everything seemed fresh and exciting. I was trying new restaurants, I was getting lost on the way home from work. After a while, however, I started to get comfortable in my new surroundings. I found the places that I really liked, found the routes that were most convenient, and I just kind of stuck with them. When I was traveling, I had a different perspective. I soaked up all the details of every day, and I was so much better at just being in the moment. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite 8 ways to cultivate a traveler's mindset, even when you're still at home. Number 1, actually slow down for a few minutes to watch the sunset or the sunrise. I'm definitely more of a sunset person, but I can appreciate the people who like to get up early and see the sunrise. When I'm traveling, I'm always looking for those opportunities. Where's the best sunset spot? I'll even get up for sunrise when I'm traveling. Maybe that's something that I can take some time to do even from my apartment. Number 2 is to take a walk. This is something that I love to do in the afternoons with my husband, and we try to keep it interesting by varying our route every single time. And we'll leave the GPS behind, we will just walk around our neighborhood, and a lot of times we'll take turns choosing which direction we're gonna go so that every single time it's a little bit different. We're seeing new parts of our neighborhood and maybe discovering a new restaurant or a new coffee shop that we hadn't seen before. Number 3, this is a fun challenge from back in my blogging days, was to take my camera to one of the most photographed spots in my city, one of those kind of like iconic places, and try to capture it in a way that you haven't seen before. So when I lived in Colorado Springs, Garden of the Gods is one of the most photographed places in the city, and so I would try to go there and take pictures that I hadn't seen posted all over the place before. Challenge myself to see it in a new way. Number 4 is to create a mood at home. And I love to do this with some good Spotify playlists, maybe choosing a recipe from a place that I really loved to visit or I am hoping to visit soon. And something about trying a new recipe, putting some music on to set the mood, maybe like some Spanish guitar, and trying to cook some paella, or even making one of our favorites, cashew chicken curry, and putting on some like Hookah bar radio. Number 5, if it's nice weather, pack a picnic and take it somewhere to enjoy outside. When I studied abroad in Madrid, this was one of my favorite things to do. I would often pack my lunch and take it to one of the big city parks and just enjoy it. Sit by the water in Parque del Buen Retiro and just slow down. That's something that I often don't do in my own home. I'm like hurrying to eat lunch because I've got a bunch of stuff going on. And I think this is an opportunity for us to say, hey, could I slow down? Could I enjoy some of those slower paced elements of traveling and being on the road in my home? Number 6, use Duolingo to start learning a new language. This is one of the most challenging and sometimes most interesting parts of traveling, trying to communicate in a place where you might not speak the language. And I think Duolingo is a really fun way. It's a free app for your phone where you can experiment and try some new things. They have all kinds of stuff. I'm currently keeping my skills up to date on my Spanish and also learning some Irish. And that's getting me really excited for planning a trip there, hopefully next year. Number 7 is to get takeout from a place that you've never tried before. And bonus points for supporting a small local business. This is something that we've had to become really intentional about. We've looked at our list of like, hey, what are these restaurants that I have really wanted to try and we hadn't made the time to go, and how could we place an order with them and support them during this time and get to try someplace new, which is kind of one of the perks of traveling, right? right? Like you're getting to try new foods, you're eating out. We can have that at home too. Number 8 is to learn the names of some of your local flora, maybe fauna too, and see if you can take a nature walk and spot some of them out in the wild. This is something I really enjoy doing when I'm traveling, maybe when I'm in a place that has a different climate than me. I just recently went to Phoenix, and while I was there, I visited the Desert Botanical Gardens, which are so beautiful, but I got to learn the names of some of the cactuses and some of the birds that were around. And then while I was there in Phoenix, I got to see if I could spot them, like not just in the botanic gardens, but out in the city. And that's something that I have the capability of doing here at home as well. I can learn the names of some of the plants and animals that live here and make it like a little scavenger hunt in my own backyard. The key takeaway here is to really think about the activities that you most enjoy about traveling and seeing if there's a way that you can do more of those things at home. Try to be creative about some of the ways that you can cultivate that traveler's mindset, even right where you are. So what do you think? Leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite tip was from this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be sharing a new video every week with tips for getting off your phone and into your life. Thank you so much for subscribing and joining me on this fun new adventure.